esports ideas that really um, off the back of what I have done over the years has really pivoted me or pushed me to where I am and what drives me from doing what I like to do. So basically, esports ideas are thought processes, are ideas and impactful projects that resonate with community, resonate with people. And sometimes it's very easy to underestimate how those esports ideas came about. So for instance, for me, this Blair idea has been in my mind for so long. Some esports ideas have stick with me for years, more than let's say 15 to 20 years. And I haven't had the opportunity to bring it out. But as life is and seasons and times changes, I've eventually come into a place where I'm able to activate and do what is upon my heart. And every project that I work on is basically try to make it impactful, try to make something new, try to curate an experience that is never done before or will create an avenue for more exploration and more opportunities for young people. And not only that, for excitement and entertainment as well. So I put together 10 impactful esports ideas. 10 impactful esports ideas. And I believe that anybody who is into esports or who is looking into esports will really rally around these 10 esports ideas. Impact it's not ideas per se, but they are concepts and ideologies that I want to put out there. That if you want to have an impactful esports idea, it should run through these traces or it should have some of these principles that I believe should be. So let's go. I'm just going to put together, look through my notes. So the first thing is that an esports idea should be born from my heart. An impactful esports idea should be born from the heart, in the sense that any idea that comes straight from your heart and mind is towards doing something good. It's towards doing it's it doesn't leave you. When something is born from your heart, it's virtually like a destiny to you. You envision it, you dream about it, you do everything about it each and every day. That's what that is what I want to say when I say an impactful esports idea should be born from the heart. So anything that you do by heart, you do it easily, you do it passionately because it is born from the heart. Number two, an esports idea, an impactful esports idea should transcend time, season, and space. Any idea you have about esports, I believe should transcend time, space, and seasons. So if you have an idea that is, I have ideas that way back from JSS to secondary school to university. These ideas have been in my heart and mind for this longer time, and they won't let me go. They won't let me leave, and it has transcend time and space. It has, I mean, where I was as a student, I was having those ideas. Where I am as a family man, where I am as a worker, as an employee, those ideas still sticks with me. Those are impactful esports ideas because I think about them day in, day out, and I believe in them. And even though I haven't had the resources or the funding to put these ideas into work, some way, somehow in my heart, I believe they are so much impactful that time and space has transcended, but I still have them in my heart. And I believe that an impactful esports idea should mimic that. Okay, number three, An impactful esports idea should keep giving. Should keep giving in the sense that any idea that you bring forth, any idea that you love to have, okay, should keep giving. Should keep giving. It should keep giving in the sense should keep giving rewards. Should keep giving opportunities. Should keep giving um, incentives. It should keep giving benefits, profit. It should keep giving even when it has finished its even if it's a tournament. You should have given people opportunity to rise. Should have given opportunity for them to showcase their skills. Should keep giving. Any idea you have, any impactful esports idea you have, should keep giving. And that was number three. Let's go to number four. Any impactful esports idea should be solution oriented. No two ways about it. Everything about what I do has something like it must be solution oriented. It must give a solution to something. It must give a solution to a situation. It must give a solution to a future problem. It must solve. It must be a solution oriented. So that is number four. Number five, an esports idea, an impactful esports idea should be people oriented. It should all be about people. It should be about the players. It should be about the stakeholders. It should be about people oriented. It's not about, I always say that it's not about the technology that drives things. It is about the people who uses the technology that drives things. So any impactful esports idea should be people oriented. It should give people the space, time, the solutions, all these I've said earlier, but most importantly, it should be about people. And the more your esports, impactful esports about the idea or ideas is about people, the more you give opportunities, the more possibilities you create, and the more potential you give in your activations, in your engagement, in your offerings. When you make it about people, they are profit. Yeah, this is buzz. When you make it about people, they are profit. So make your esports, impactful esports ideas about people. All right. Then the next one we go to, this will be number six. Number six. I'll do a post that I will list all these in the post right after this video segment. I'll do a post about this, and I will list down all the impactful esports ideas that I'm talking about. All right, so let's go to number six. Number six is community driven. Every esports idea, every impactful esports idea should be about community. No two ways about it. It should drive the gaming community. It should drive the gaming community. And I can't stress it enough that it must be community driven. It's not just individuals we trying to build, but as much as it trickles down to the individuals, it must drive community. It must bring people together. It must develop, communities. And the beauty about gaming is that there's so much communities based on different games that we can develop, grow, highness, and give opportunity to. That's why gaming and esports is a low entry barrier for youth development because there's so many entry avenues for young people to really develop their skills, develop their mentality, have team building and all that. So community is very critical, and I hope that we can develop more community esports centers, not youth centers, community esports centers where young people can play, developing skills in their play, content creation, photography, videography, graphic design, shoutcasting. There's so many things that we can do with community driven esports. All right. Number seven, An impactful esports idea should drive indigenous culture. And I would say that the beauty, we are in Ghana month, or what we call Heritage Month. This is our month of independence. And so there's a lot of Ghanaianish stuff that we'll be working on. And I would say that any impactful esports idea should drive indigenous culture, should drive indigenous traditions, should drive who we are, where what games we are playing, even if it's a foreign game, we should bring the Ghanaian touch to it. We should bring the African touch to it. How does it amplify our Africanity? Those are the things that I think about. Those are my thought process. That any esports activation must have to drive my indigeneity. How I'm an African, I'm a Black African, and I'm proud to be a Black African. But any sports stuff that I do must drive where I'm coming from. There's a reason why I was born in Africa, so I must be driven by that. I can't be anything else apart from being African born in Ghana. So every esports activation must have Ghanaianish in it. It must look Africa, must drive Africa. This is what I am born for. So every esports impact with esports ideas must drive indigenous culture, indigenous celebration. We must celebrate our culture. We must celebrate our blackness. We must celebrate our history. We must celebrate ourselves as a people. And that drives my Africanity as a Ghanaian. And number 8, um, any esports, impactful esports idea should drive rehabilitation. It should be able to drive reintegrating youth into um, um, uh, what I would say rehabilitation. We should be able to use it as a social intervention measures to help young people, um, whether it is mental health, whether it is mental drug abuse, whether it is into gun problems. I believe that esports and video games or gaming is a solution to youth problems in this day and age. In this day and age, it is a solution. You know, young people hands finds their hands idle to do bad things or to do wrong things if they don't have something to do. But we can occupy themselves with esports. We can give them something good with esports. We can give them a community to belong to with esports. They won't get the time to go and do drugs. They won't get the time to go and do all other things apart from using their mind. And when people want to use their mind correctly, it helps them to build solutions. It helps them to be critically aware of themselves, self-development, and also knowing that they belong to a community. They build discipline to be themselves. So rehabilitation, social integration, and one of the projects that I love so much about taking esports into the prisons, like juvenile prisons, giving them, and then when they come back into society, they can really find community to belong to. Because if you are best in the game, why not? You can play to be your best, why not? So these are some of the things. An impactful esports project or impactful esports idea should be about rehabilitation, should be about bringing the youth, solving youth problems, right? That we have in Africa, especially in Africa. Number 9, I'm almost up to the end. I listed 10 things that an impactful esports idea should have. And this number 9 is this one. An impactful esports idea should pivot to future work. Yes, a very impactful esports idea should pivot into the future of work. The future of work revolves about a lot of technology, mind stuff. Let's think about AI. AI is about most the foundation of AI is prompting. Have to prompt whatever you put good you put in there, well, it comes out the same. So video games and playing video games helps your mind to be very analytical, right? And we can use video games to help teach STEM. We can use video games to help teach AI. We can use video games to teach so many future works. Now, when you are very good in playing video games, you can also do. I mean, you are using the controller. You can help how to drive drones, right? Basically, so there's so many opportunities within that space where in the future there's going to be a lot of unmanned and manned devices, and eventually a lot of the things will be remote kind of working, and video games can help your mental acumen in developing certain skills where it can be somewhere and manning an entire fleet of drones or an entire fleet of ships, entire fleet of cars in your room, right? And video game can be a simulation experience in developing that kind of future work. That's what I mean by an impactful esports idea should also be about future of work. All right, 10, and the last but not the least, an impactful esports idea should be about happiness and rejuvenation, should be about happiness, should be about satisfaction, it should be about emotional happiness, emotional satisfaction. And I say this that video games should be a happy place to be. Anything that brings takes away the joy, the love of just expressing oneself, you know, is not good for us. So I would say that any impactful esports idea or any impactful gaming idea should be about happiness, creating a happiness, creating joy. What is human beings without being happy? There's so much sadness out there already. There's so much problems in the world. So any esports idea should be about entertainment. My boss says something that if I can entertain anybody, I can sell anything to the person. And that has really stayed with me up to today. That every activation about my esports is to create joy, is to create an emotional connection. And that's what business is all about. If any business can make anybody happy, if any business can make a customer happy, that customer is a returning customer. That customer is a loyal customer. That customer is a purchasing customer who would love to do business again and again and again with that business. And that is all I would love to share about an impactful ideas about esports. And whilst we are at that, my latest project that is coming on. So if you have some questions and you want to ask, let me just look if somebody is watching or listening to me. But that is exactly what I'm trying to say, that impactful esports ideas is all about happiness. And let me go through once again. The first point I made about impactful esports idea is that it should be born from the heart. Number two, it should transcend time and space. Number three, an impactful esports idea should keep giving, should keep giving benefit, rewards, and all that. An impactful esports idea should be solution oriented. An impactful esports idea should be people oriented. An impactful esports idea should be community driven, should drive community, develop community, grow community. An impactful esports idea should be indigenous. It should be able to help grow our indigenosity, our tourism, our hospitality, should help build business, local business, help to develop local vendors, stakeholders in the space. And it's and an impactful esports idea should also be a solution to rehabilitation, reintegration of people into society. An impactful esports idea should be future oriented, future work or future oriented. It should be help develop people to be able to build career pathways into future of work. An impactful esports idea should be a happy place. We should be able to give happiness, build emotional connection, build joy, rejuvenate, and should be a stress reliever. Should relieve us to be stressed. It should be a happy place to be. Should be a fun place to be. It should be a place where we can play, enjoy ourselves, bring people together, and all that. So those are my 10 impactful esports idea and what we should do. Um, I would say that I love to doing these things because I believe that esports is a pivot for happiness. And whatever idea you have, whatever esports idea you have, don't give up on that idea. Keep activating it. It can take a very long time for it to happen, but don't give up on your idea. Don't give up on your idea. If it happens in your heart, go ahead and activate it. If you have it in your mind, let your heart draw the map towards it. And it is again and again and again. I keep on, you will have projects that will fall, you will have projects that will fail, but you know, every project will bring you to a certain point in your lifetime where you come to understand you have a much deeper appreciation of all the ideas and dreams that you have about esports. Yes, I mean, if it is all about making money, forget it. If it's all about empowering people, yes, go ahead and do that. And as I said, my latest project is coming up. It is the Black tournament coming up on the 6th of March, which happens to be Ghana's Independence Day. Yeah, 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 yeah. But we are activating something new with a very retro game called Blair. It's a car racing game. I love it. And we're going to play in a land environment where we're connecting about 8 laptops or 8 PCs together. And we have all these gamers join in and play. It's going to be fun. It's going to be interesting. And it's unlocking new ideas for us because ever since we started this particular project, we're learning so much of what we can do with little. This game doesn't require so much resources. It doesn't require the internet connectivity if you put it in a LAN environment. So what we're trying to do is that we're trying to create an avenue, and we're going to use this game to do more events where people can connect and play together in a land environment. We know people love car racing, so we're bringing that retro car racing joy and experience all together. So if you happen to be in Ghana and if you happen to be free on the 6th of March, Thursday, 6th of March, join us at the Esports Academy and come and enjoy some great driving, come and enjoy some great experience of just a pure joy of gaming, in a land environment. So thank you for joining the stream. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for participating. And I will see you on the flip side on another time and space. I'll try and come and do live, LinkedIn live as much as possible. But anyway, it's been a joy having you. It's been a joy coming your way again and again. Hey, see you on the flip side of life. Enjoy your day. Bye bye bye.